Holy moly. We have to talk about Momocon. I keep getting distracted. But anyways, as day one of Momocon, I was told suddenly, hey Toma, did you want to sing? And I was like, what? What do you mean? I thought I wasn't singing. And everyone was like, no, you're gonna be able to sing. Wait, what? I didn't think I would be singing, because originally I was going to sing, so I started preparing, and then I stopped because I was told that there was no need to prepare because there were some complications. And now I have to practice, and they're like, yeah, do you want to sing? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, what the hell? I need to practice though. And they're like, yeah, you can do it. And I was like, okay, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I can sing a song or two. So I started thinking about what songs I wanted to sing. And the problem is, you guys, the kind of music that I personally want to make is like Charlie XCX and Pink Panthers. The problem with this, if I really want to make like house music and crazy party music, but I listen to like soft girl I'm like, oh my god, that doesn't work. What the hell am I supposed to do? You have to sing your own special song. That is true. That is so real. But yeah, I feel so conflicted because I only listen to sad music. And so when I think of the songs that I want to sing to represent me, I can't think of anything that's like not sad because I only listen to sad music. So I'm like, oh, fuck. What? Essentially, I was waiting in line for Suko VTuber's meet and greet because I wanted to support her. You know, it's her first time having a solo meet and greet. We've always done them together, and so I wanted to be there. And I was like, I must line up. I must line up now. So I ran behind the line, and a bunch of staff and helpers were like, do you need a bodyguard? Do you need someone to like stand by you? Are you okay? And I was like, no. I waited in line, not even to get anything signed. I literally just started smashing my hands on the table, and I was like, Suko VTuber, I'm your biggest fan. Oh, okay, goodbye. But yeah, I literally was just there hanging out, and then I waited for Suko to be done with her meet and greet while just yapping with some friends. And you guys, holy fucking shit. Oh my goodness. Suko was telling me, oh, you know, like one of my Suko paths, they said that they were coming to see me for the first time, and I've known for a while like who they are, but I'm really nervous to meet them for the first time. They said they have a gift for me, and I was like, oh. Apparently they didn't show up to the meet and greet, and I was like, oh, maybe they'll come to the meet and greet tomorrow, you know? And you guys, I'm not gonna lie, the news of this Sukopath arriving at the meet and greet was so like crazy to me. I messaged Lucy and I was like, Lucy, you're not gonna believe what the fuck is happening in front of me right now. There's a cute boy at Suko's meet and greet, and he is like pulling out all stops. He's cute. Oh my god. I didn't know what I was expecting, but like, bro was just like, I'm sorry, I'm late to your meet and greet, but it's because I'm lost as fuck. And then I was like, Suko, you need to wait for him. I know it's only one person and he can probably come to our meet and greet tomorrow, but you have to wait for him. There is nothing else you can do but wait for this guy. Like, you need to. He's running through the convention floor trying to find you. He is like your destined match. And she was like, you need to stop that shit. And I was like, you need to. And then bro like shows up and I was like, he's cute. Oh my god. Wow, cute boy. He's got like the cutest, biggest smile on his face, and he's like, oh my god, hi Suko, nice to meet you. I made you keychains. And I'm like, oh my god. Literally, this guy brings like keychains for her, and I'm like fangirling with the staff in the back, and I'm like, yo, look at that, Suko's a cute boy. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh. And then he pulls out a big bag, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is in this bag? And you guys, nothing would prepare me for what this bag was. Like, oh my goodness, guys. Bro made a freaking custom music box, and it was a box in a box in a box in a box in a bag. Bro made a custom music box, and it's like fancy. It's wooden, and there's glass on the top so you can see inside of like the music box like mechanism. When you wind it, it plays Juliet, Suko's original song. And there's an engraving of her little like heart and a cross and a halo on the top of the music box. But I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like giggling to the staff, and I'm like, yo guys, in the least parasocial and least inappropriate way possible because I wouldn't do this. But if someone did this to me, like, I think we need to get married. He's talented and he's cute. It's over. Afterwards, I was like, hey, Suko, when you're singing to the crowd, you know what you have to do? And she was like, what? And I was like, obviously look him in the eyes as you sing the song. And she was like, shut the up. I'm just saying, like, if you sing Juliet, you need to sing Juliet while staring this guy in the fucking eyes. If someone did that to me, I don't know what the fuck I would do. Like, do I stand there and take it? Do I just like laugh? Do I make fun of them? Do I cry? Do we go on a date? Are we married? Do we have children? Like, what is the normal progression from this? This is crazy. Whoa, what is the protocol if they do it but they aren't cute? It's okay, I like things that are a little ugly. Joking. But yeah, afterwards we went shopping, essentially. We walked around and I bought... I'm not a furry. But because I kept joking about it throughout the entire convention, we were walking around and I saw this table and they were selling tails. And I'm not saying that I was like really excited and I ran past our friends. And so I was like, oh, you know, I think I should get one, but only if I like the shape. But there was a blue one and I was like, yo, this blue one's kind of crazy. Not plug type, okay? I've never had anything up and I don't plan on having anything up. Thank you very much, Jesus freaking Christ. But basically, it was like this kind of tail. If you saw me with a blue tail, mind your own business. That's a children's cartoon, Toma. Yeah, and I thought it was cute. What kind of nasty thoughts do you have in your head, you dumb bitch? What? We were walking around and there was this one brand that I really liked, and it's the brand with like the cute bears, Milk and Mocha. Yeah, I really like this brand. They're really cute and they had new products that were so adorable, but unfortunately I could not like justify buying them. So there were luggage tags that they were selling, and there were like a pair of luggage tags that you could get for like slightly cheaper. So you could either get like both one of the white one and one of the brown one, or just buy one individually for a little bit more expensive, like, you know, cost. And I was like, oh, I don't know which one to get. I was texting Lucy and some friends the entire time, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. And Lucy was like, Toma, are you poor? And I was like, no. And she was like, are you so poor that you can't afford a sticker? And I was like, it's not about whether or not I can afford the sticker, it's whether or not I want the sticker that badly to buy it, because like, what if I buy it and I don't actually use it? And she was like, just get the sticker, it's not that big of a deal. And I was like, I don't know if I want it that bad, I don't know. And I was texting a couple other friends and I was like, guys, do I buy it? And they're like, Toma, if you want it, just freaking buy it. But then Suko was in the restroom actually, and she came back and she was like, oh my goodness, excuse me, can I have the couple luggage tags please? And I was like, what? You're buying the luggage tags? And she was like, for you, stupid. And I was like, oh. And she was like, yes, I'm buying it for you, and you can get one and I will get one, yay. And then at night we went to a birthday dinner with Shia. Love Shia. It's great seeing Shia and Buff and a bunch of friends this weekend. So we got dinner at a Mexican place, and right before going, Endra, lovely beautiful red-haired woman Endra, is like, Toma, make sure not to eat any raw onions or cilantro because you're allergic. And I was like, relax, I'm not allergic to cilantro, I just have the gene that makes it taste like soap, but I'm not allergic, okay? And she was like, oh my goodness, oh wow. And so I ordered tacos, al pastor tacos, and I asked them if I could have the tacos with like cooked onions, and they're like, yeah, the onions come cooked. And I was like, are you sure? And they're like, yes, they come cooked. The plates come out, they lied to me, but they were like really busy and we were like a table of like 20 people, so I felt bad. I didn't want to say anything, so I just like used my fork to move the onions off the plates, which is fine. Obviously, even if you try to like fish out every single onion, there's going to be like a little bit left over. So I didn't want to tell anyone. But while Cabal and Suko and some other friends were talking, you know, I was like hanging out and having a good time with a conversation, but I could feel myself having an allergic reaction, and I was like, I don't want to make a big deal out of this because I'm not dying, but I'm definitely having an allergic reaction right now, which is fine because I'm not dying and in need of going to the hospital, but like my eyes are like getting puffy-esque and my throat is closing up and I start losing my vision. So towards the end of our dinner, I just like stayed a little quieter, and I would go like, yeah, oh my god, I love that movie a lot. But instead of like looking in the right direction, I would like stare off into the distance because I couldn't see anything. So I was just like, I can't see anything in front of me, but at least I can still hear, and that's all that's necessary for this conversation, so it's fine. But afterwards we went to like a little arcade bar that I had a lot of fun at, and I started regaining my vision. Instead of drinking, I would ask for a water shot and then put like a little salt and lime on the rim so that I'd feel included. So there were a couple like pictures where I'm like, oh my god, yay, I'm getting crazy tonight. Ooh. And I had some friends ask me like, are you drinking straight tequila? That's like a big amount. And I was like, oh no, it's just water. And then we got pizza because Nikita was so freaking kind and so generous and bought pizza for everyone. So freaking sweet. I was like, Nikita, you really don't have to. And he was like, I will get pizza for everyone. And I was like, okay. And it started raining on the way back to the hotel. And I like started screaming and shrieking because I'm scared of the rain. Panda, who was very sweet, covered my head with a pizza box and was like, Toma, are you okay? Are you okay, Toma? And I think bro was like really drunk because I was like, oh my god, I'm shriveling. I hate the rain. And he was like, Toma, it's okay. Are you all right? I can protect you. Don't worry. And then we yapped at the hotel for like an hour or two before we were like, damn, it's like 3 a.m. God, Jesus fucking Christ. We essentially just yapped, like late night yapping with a bunch of friends and staff and people that have been really, really helpful and went above and beyond during the con. So big thank you to Kinetic Fusion as well as Oshi Ops for helping out. We were like, oh my god, it's like 3 in the morning. I guess we should go back to our hotel room, and it's time to go to bed for our last night. We walk. It's me and Suko VTuber, funny girl. We put our key card on the door. Why is it not working? And I'm like, okay, maybe your card is like desensitized or demagnetized or whatever, you know? I'll take my card out. I guess maybe we can go to the front desk and get like a new pair of key cards because maybe it's like reset or like maybe it got demagnetized, both of us. So we go down to the front desk and we're like, hi, can we please have new key cards? And then halfway through the process, they're like, hey, so this room is under this person. Can we have their ID, please? So then I have to text Endra, our lovely, lovely kinetic boss, our mother. And we're like, Endra, our cards aren't working. And they said they need your ID to give us a new card. And she's like, oh, I will be back. I'll come down to the lobby as soon as I can. And she was like, okay, I'll come down. They get us a new set of cards after she shows her ID essentially. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go back upstairs. I guess we should go back down one more time. And the problem was that Andrea thought that we were assigned to a different hotel room, and so she was confused and like worried that maybe the lady gave us the wrong keys to the wrong room. So we went back down one more time and we are like, hey, these really aren't working. Are you sure these are the keys for this room? And the lady was like, yes, I'll give you another set just in case. So we go back upstairs and we're like, okay. Surely it's gonna work. Surely. We go downstairs and we're like, hi, our key cards aren't working. There's like no light at all when we use the card. Oh, I think the battery on the door just died. You need to wait for the maintenance or the repair people to come. Okay, is there no one here now? No, I'm the only one here at this hotel working right now. Like, is there any way to open it at all other than a card? And to be honest, I didn't really mind. It was a bit of an inconvenience for me because all I have to do is just like pack in the morning, right? But the problem was that Suko has medications that she takes daily, and she has to take them at very specific times or she starts feeling very sick. And so she was really worried that she might have missed a dose the previous night because of like staying out late. So she didn't want to miss on like 2 days of medication that she needed to take since she had already been like feeling a little like funky recently. And so we're like, we kind of want to go into this room if possible because like we need to get medication inside of the room. And I'm like, Andra, our room's not opening and we don't know what to do. And Andra's like, I will come down as like ASAP. I will come down right now. So they call maintenance. And they're like, oh yeah, so the earliest that maintenance can come in is probably 7 a.m. So we basically either can't go to bed or like, I guess we go to bed and she doesn't take her meds. I was like, yo, there's no emergency on-call maintenance. There's no like way to emergency open the door. Like, that's crazy. What if someone was dying? Okay? Like literally what the f? And so they give us a different room. The only room available, and it's one bed. And me and Suko were like, fate has its ways. history repeats itself. One bed, two girls, girls without any pajamas. We're crossing yet another line today. And I was like, damn, I didn't realize we were like that. So I was like, we're gonna be in our underwear, but like at least it's under the blanket so you can't see anything. And she was like, yeah, oh my god, I don't have any clothes though. I'm not gonna lie, I was fully prepared to just like completely strip and have my tits out. But then I came out of the restroom and I saw her in bed with her t-shirt on, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So I just like shimmied into bed with my shirt on. I'll just match whatever she's doing. But originally I was just gonna have my tits. What? Anyways, that was like the end of my Momocon stories. And now, this coming week, I'm going to TwitchCon EU. Yay!